A new moon in Scorpio, conjunct Mars and opposing Uranus. Well, what does that all mean? Well, we will discuss this and so much more. One thing to be aware of is that there is a very strong element of water today, which will make us very emotional and very sensitive. And we will be led by our emotions, which isn't always the healthiest way to do things. We want a balance of logic and emotion when we're making any major decisions. So keep that in mind. We also have a very strong cardinal presence, which will push us towards, you know, starting new paths of learning, of growing, of becoming. It's a perfect time to begin something new in your life. However, we will also have an even stronger fixed energy. So we'll lean very heavily on the tried and true today rather than taking a risk, taking a chance on something new, innovative, unusual, and different. And that's probably what's going to show up the most in our lives today. So, well, sit back, relax. Let's explore the cosmic energies. Together, we can gain an understanding of how to utilize this energy, how to embrace this energy, and move forward today and every day. So, hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all of the positive, loving support that you send me each and every day. And welcome to your daily focus for November the 13th, 2023. We'll start with the numerology. Today we have the energy of the 13. The 13 is considered unlucky. And many times under the 13 energy, what happens to us feels very unlucky. It really feels like we sometimes have drawn the short straw when 13 energy is around us. But the 13 energy takes us into new paths, new focuses, places that we never would have went to in our lifetime had it not been for the happenings of that moment. So whatever happens to you, please remember, please keep it in the back of your mind that this is happening because I need the knowledge, the wisdom, the lesson, the understanding in order to go forward, perhaps in a whole new direction, one that I've never even thought of before. 1 plus 3 is a 4. That's about having our ducks in a row. That's about understanding that we have a firm foundation in which to build upon. It also has a lot to do with our home, family, and safety and security. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, it'd be an 11 plus a 4 plus a 7, which is a 22 energy. So we have, for our new moon today, a 22 energy gifting us. One of the strongest numbers in numerology appears today to tell us that if we are disciplined, that if we are willing to roll up our sleeves, if we are willing to put our focus on some things, if we are allowing things to leave our life as well, that things can happen very quickly. So where is your focus? Where is your drive? Where is your energy being placed? Under a 22 energy, things can happen so quickly in our lives. Magical things, things that you never expected it to be this great. You asked for this, but wow, you never expected what happened. It was that great. It was that spectacular. Okay, astrology of the day. The sun is in Scorpio and the moon is in Scorpio and will be entering Sagittarius, I think, later in the evening. But the sun and moon meet in Scorpio at 20 degrees. Now, 20 is turning points. I should mention, too, about the 22 energy. In tarot, okay, we have the 21 energy, which is the world card. But the 22 energy then is considered the 0 again, the fool. We start our path over, but on an elevated path. So it could be that where you've been being led to this moment might not have made a lot of sense, but all these different paths kind of come together and open up this beautiful destiny for you going forward. So you may be one of those chosen few that it's all coming together for you now. So some of you had to hear that. So 20 degrees, turning points. So this is a turning point. This is a brand new moon for us. We are allowing things to leave our life. We're allowing to leave the past in the past in order to walk forward into new adventures, new ways of being, becoming, maybe changing our habits, our behaviors, new jobs, new careers, new people in our world, new relationships, new partnerships. Okay, it's about making a fresh start. It's about turning over a new leaf. It's about starting a new project or a new goal. Now, Mars is sitting, okay, so we got the sun and the moon together here, okay? Mars is sitting right next to them at 22 degrees, okay? So it's considered conjunct. So it's feeding off this energy, and Mars is just on fire, like it usually is anyways, right? It's our red planet. But it's even more so with this intense energy coming in. Now, about 10 degrees ahead, sitting in Sagittarius, is Mercury. And Mercury doesn't really come into play with the sun and the moon or Mars right now, but it is leading the way into the Sag energy, where we are headed. More importantly, the last one over here, so sun and moon together, got Mars, and then way down here, we've got Venus. And so these two are sextiling. Okay, so Mercury and Venus are getting along very well together in the sky. They usually do. And they are opening up the possibilities of, we're a pleasure to be around each other, okay? It's a very sociable kind of energy, happy energy. We'll have bursts of cooperative social energy, allowing us the opportunity to extend our social circles, maybe network ourselves a lot easier than usual. And it will bring fresh ideas to any kind of creative project that you have. Okay, and then Mars being so close to the action, well, that just fills us with energy, with motivation, a willingness to do the hard work, to fulfill our goals and dreams, to push through any challenges that face us. However, if we do not channel this energy with a true focus, we'll be restless, we'll be impulsive, and we will anger quite easily, and that anger will just bubble right up to the surface. So stay very focused on your goals and your dreams. Absolutely. Now, Uranus is sitting across the sky opposing all of this energy. Okay, the one thing that we can always depend on with Uranus is that we cannot depend on anything. That it throws in all kinds of things into our life that is very unexpected, very out of the norm, very out of the blue kind of things, and kind of throws us off our, rocks our boat a bit, right? Throws us a little off kilter when these things happen. So, things can pop out of nowhere, and it was unexpected, and that can drive our emotions into some kind of uncertainty, or we might get overly anxious that, oh my gosh, it's not coming together, it's not going to work, it's not going to, be the way I imagined it to be. And Uranus is also going to be affecting Mars. Remember, Mars is sitting right there. And we'll be so focused under that Mars energy of wanting to go forward, of stepping into our independence, our freedom. Our fear base is extremely lowered, okay? And our lack of self-control will be impulsive. And we really need to exercise patience and flexibility, okay? Don't go thrill seeking. Do not stir up trouble, right? Don't stir the pot. Focus on the long term and where your words or your actions may be leading you. So back it up a little bit and think it through under this energy. Now, that's something that is very easy to say, but it's going to be very hard to master under this energy. So remember, a new chapter recently started in your life, or you are starting a new chapter now going forward. It could have been under the solar eclipse, which is more likely. But we're all at our own stage. So you need to ask yourself whether or not you've created sufficient time and space for these things that you want to bring in. Are there some things that you still need to discard from your old way of life? Have your loved ones truly accepted the changes that you want to make? Are they supporting you now? And yeah, some of the answers you give yourself, it's a little confronting. Okay, it's a world that encourages accumulation and ambition. It's often difficult to let go of all the little worldly pleasures that we need to short term in order to push ourselves into the long term, right? However, that's exactly what you're being encouraged to do under this energy. I think that the south node is, we have Venus here, and we got the sun and moon here, and I think right smack dab in the middle is the south node. So it is about letting go of our yesterdays. Hi, Milo. Yes. Yes. No, you're going to stay down. You're going to stay down. Yes, you are. So it's really a beautiful time to contemplate our life lessons, to let go. And it may literally involve stepping out of an ongoing battle, or moving home, resigning from a job. Or maybe it's about healing. Maybe it's time to forgive and forget somebody else's hurtful actions, or forgive and forget yourself. Like, forgive, don't forget. Forgive yourself, okay? We're much too hard on ourselves. Well, and when I say, forgive somebody else, that doesn't mean you're going to be inviting them over for dinner, but rather you choose to continue your life without some kind of resentment or bitterness attached to that moment. And truth be known, certain events are a little out of our control right now. Destiny is playing a prominent role because we are in a new moon right after our solar eclipse. So the energy is extremely strong. So right now, it's part of our life's journey to go with the flow as much as we can during this period. Well, you may feel like a caterpillar now, but trust me that when you push through this energy, or not push through this energy, but walk this energy without pushing, without forcing it, forcing the door open. You don't have to force the door open. The door will open when everything's ready. Look at what we need to let go of. Look at where we need to heal. Look at what is holding us back. Some fear, some anxiety, people's thoughts, people's words, people's opinions. Or maybe what society is telling you, maybe they're saying it's just not a good time to start a business. Don't be doing that. And you go, oh my goodness, maybe it's not. Follow your heart, follow your dreams. Be intent on your focus going forward. Okay? And just think each step through. The Ace of Pentacles staring at us the whole time there for that reading. Okay. So let's go to the cards, okay? Now, please remember to subscribe, to ring the bell. It's very much appreciated. You'll be notified every time I release new content. And please leave some messages to me, because, well, your comments, when I do personal readings, it's like I already know you to an extent sometimes, because you've been following me, and it's great. I get to tap into your energy, and when I'm tapping into your energy, I can just bring you better content suited for you, because I'm more connected to what you're going through, what we're all going through. So my strength comes from you sharing a part of you. I share a part of me every single day by turning on the camera and saying, hey. So I would love it if you did the same, and, we could build those relationships together. We could become the family we are meant to be on this planet. I think that my followers are just a unique, beautiful group of people. I mean, just so unbelievably cool and beautiful. Okay. Our shadow card, Four of Wands. So the Four energy, right? We had that in the numerology, and here it is now. The Four of Wands is here. Now, this is really the proposal kind of card. This could be new partnerships forming, new relationships. We do have that energy, especially with Mercury and Venus in that sextile, I believe it is they're in. Okay, it opens us up to allowing us to extend our world when it comes to people in our lives, and networking ourselves, and, following other people, and other people following you in different ways and different modes in our life. The Four of Wands is about, if you are in a partnership, to celebrate the small moments together. Don't wait for the big gigantic moments. 25 years, yay, okay, that's wonderful, but we made it through today. And sometimes that's more than the 25 years combined, right? The struggles and the joys and the happiness and the chaos and everything that you go through as two people or three people, a small group, celebrate those moments together. Make that bond stronger. We are definitely in the energy when we can do that. Don't wait for once we have that castle built, but celebrate it once we got the 4 poles in the ground and we got a little bit of garland up, and one day it'll be the castle we want it to be, but today we got this far, and that's wonderful. Our first card, look at this, the Ten of Swords. That's our first card, people, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so in many decks, this does look like a crime scene. I mean, there's blood running everywhere, and the swords, and the person's laying there defeated. And okay, first of all, it's a 10 energy. And we have to remember that when we're looking at the card, that it's not so much about the death, okay? Now, first of all, I love the way the artist portrays this card, and I think this card is one of the reasons I stick with this deck, because it has the most beautiful symbolism to them. Those swords are not in our back. They are behind us. They are our shield of strength. They are the learning experiences we went through, the chaos, the sorrow, the suffering, the challenges, and how we gained wisdom and knowledge and clarity and understanding through those moments. And yeah, we could be feeling pretty beaten up. Absolutely. And you may not even realize it, but if you look above, the sun is coming through those clouds. And pretty soon you're going to feel the warmth of that sun. And you're going to be revived. You're going to be rejuvenated. You're going to be, revived. You're going to stand up strong and tall. You're going to dust yourself off. And you're going to go forward into new beginnings, new challenges. Towards success, towards happiness, towards joy. Towards making a dream a reality in your life, something tangible. I just need a little sip of water, sorry. Our next card is the Five of Pentacles. Wow, are we ever getting it here with these cards? The Five of Pentacles, oh, how we want to throw in the towel. Oh, how we've worked so hard and nothing's come of it. Oh, how we just want this to happen in our life and everything would be better. You have no idea how close to the door of abundance you truly are. In fact, you're sitting on the threshold. And if you stood up and you embraced life and you started to twirl around, you started to dance, and you would see that door. So it's about working on a positive state of mind. It's about working on a positive, futuristic thought that you're already there in some way, that you can already feel it coming towards you, that you're already seeing more confirmation of it showing up in your world, telling you that you're on the right path, that this is the way. So once again, this is a card to stand up strong, to dust yourself off, and to walk forward. To walk up to that door and perhaps knock on it, perhaps turn the doorknob. Definitely walk through. And what do you see as on the other side of that door for you? What is your definition of abundance? We have the Knight of Swords. Oh, we are going to feel like this, okay? We have been coming through those woods. We had to dismount from our horse. We had to walk. We had to climb rocks. We had to crawl over broken, fallen down trees. But sometimes the path disappeared on us. And then we hit this clearing. We hit this huge field, and we see this huge horizon in front of us. And we jump on our stallion, and we raise our sword, and we yell, "Charge." That's how we feel. That's the energy of us wanting to go forward. That's this energy in perfect motion. Be careful now, okay? Because we are just riding a knight. He's going to trip up, okay? As much as he wants success, we're not the king yet. We are the knight. So we are going to have challenges. We are going to trip and fall. And that's okay. That's okay, so long as we keep the horizon in our sights. We have the Magician. The Magician is here to say, what do you truly want? What is your dream? What is your wish? If you could have, be, do anything, what would it be? And now let's say that happened. Tomorrow morning you wake up and it's there. How do you look? What are you wearing? What's your environment? What's your to-do list like? Is it anything like the one that you're doing now? Because that is the perfect place to start. Bringing in the magic is by walking the steps as if you're already there. Now, the Magician also says, I'll bring in the magic for you, but you have to show up. You have to do the work. You have to do the steps. You have to be present. You have to say yes when the opportunity or the help arrives. But the magic is here. And so this really says that the magic can help you create anything that you want in your world. If you're willing to do the work. If you're willing to show up. If you believe it can be so. And that you have the... You are the perfect recipe going forward. Your different paths in life. Your different challenges has made you very unique in your knowledge and your wisdom. In the way you just go about your days. And who you are. And so part of the magic is knowing that the magic is already you. You are the magic. Okay, we'll do one more card. The Fool, or the 22 energy, might I say. Okay, oh yeah, Mars is at 22 degrees too, so there's a 22 again at you. So we have the Fool here. The Fool says you have what is needed in order to go forward. Stop waiting for everything to be picture perfect, because chances are that's not going to happen. And you don't need very much. Stop gathering like you are going to hibernate. You're not going to hibernate. You're going to go on an expansive path. I mean, just think of the little squirrel, okay? Okay, he goes into hibernation. And all year, or all summer, he goes and he gathers those nuts and everything. And he crams that little hole in the tree full of nuts and whatnot, and then he goes into hibernation. He eats all of his food and everything. In the springtime, he comes out lean, mean, fighting machine, right? He doesn't have a lot of baggage with him. All of his food is gone. He's ready to start anew. He's ready to go find a new tree. Maybe a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Make little baby squirrels all over the place. Or you could use a bear for an example, or anything else that may hibernate. A snake, go for it. A turtle, all kinds of animals do hibernate. But this is waking up and feeling alive. This is coming out of the cave. This is coming out of the hibernation. This is stepping into what you truly want to do. Where you want to go, who you want to become, what you want to embrace in your life. It's a very powerful time for that. Okay, we'll get an oracle card. And we have celebrate differences. The 3 energy comes out. Celebrate differences, and 3 is a transformative number, as well as our voice. Definitely about celebration. There we go. You can see the pictures within the pictures here. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite. Even within yourself, you have polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, light, dark. It is our differences that make us unique. And I'm just going to stop there just for a second and say Scorpio's energy. Scorpio is, it's black or it's white. There's no gray. It's up or it's down. There's no in between. Scorpio is very much about it. It's either this or it's that. And no gray areas, no maybes, might be's. It's yes or no. So I like how on the new moon in Scorpio day, we get this energy. Okay. It is our differences that make us unique. We all come from the same collective and all have the same light of the inner soul. The more we learn and grow in our thoughts and our attitudes, the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. Take a moment to appreciate an individual for the qualities that they are sharing with you and find what learning can be gained from the situation. So learn from each other. We're all here to learn from each other and to teach each other. Usually the things we admire most from some people are the things that we feel are lacking in our lives. So pay attention to what that person coming into your life and wowing you could mean for who you want to become. What is that mirror showing you? Okay, we have the snow leopard, self-reliance. And if it could just come in just a little clearer, that would be great. Noah, you are strongly, you're strong. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for you for best outcome. Cloak yourself with the invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. We just had this card. Isn't it great when the cards like tune into certain energies? So cloak yourself with invisibility. So, don't share yourself. Don't say, hey, look at me. Look what I'm doing. Aren't I great? But rather just be yourself. And when you be yourself, you'll find that people are drawn to you because of who you truly are, not the person you're trying to put out there. Okay? Walk with the shamans. You have great knowledge. You have great wisdom. Absolutely you do. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. And of course, we are going to have a Journey of Love card because it is a new moon. I'm sorry I wasn't here for the weekend. I went down like a Led Zeppelin I did. Okay. Her Grace, 17, making the impossible possible. So I will hold up that card so that you can meditate on it. Let's get the book out because I cannot do this book justice. I can't fake it with this deck. It's just amazing. It's kind of short. Okay, here we go. I was born long before our time, and yet my time with you is something new. For you awakened in me a spirit that was longing for release, waiting for your touch. I thought I was safe to stay inside the boundaries and walls I carried with me. I thought I was safe to stay inside the boundaries and walls I carried with me. You touched all of me, and we walked outside the lines together. The goddess is awakening within your life. It may be within your own body, in a sensual deepening of a relationship with your own body or a body of another. Through expanding creativity, a sudden burst of feeling that you cannot logically explain. A desire to move, to dance, to express yourself, to sing, to write music, to draw, to play in nature, to swim, and to collect shells and lie on your back in the moonlight, gazing at stars. Let her reach you. She is calling to you from ancient times, calling you to allow her more deeply into your life. Celebrate the divine feminine. She is coming to life for you. Whether man or woman, your life is about to be touched by her magic, never to be the same again. This oracle brings you a message. There is a woman who brings divine blessing into your life, who is trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be your own body if you are female, or your own inner feminine if you're male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the great mother, your lover, your sister, or a dear friend. It may be a woman yet unknown to you, but holds a soul contract with you. An agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you are growing. You are entering into the temples of wisdom and finding a home there. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.